Life in Balance is brought to you by the Medical City and Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Hafa day and welcome to this episode of Life in Balance. In this episode, you'll get to know the reporters for the Pacific News Center. Follow us as we take you through a day in the life of reporting for PNC and a special behind-the-scenes look at our daily news broadcast. All this on this episode of Life in Balance.
My name is Don. I'm 25 years old and I am the news director here at PNC.
Hafa day, my name is Destiny Cruz. I'm 24 and I am an anchor, a reporter, and a host for the Pacific News Center.
My name is Devin Aligio. I'm almost 21. That makes me 20. I'm a reporter and an anchor for the Pacific News Center.
My name is Althea Engman and I am a broadcast reporter as well as your weather anchor.
Buenas and Hafa day, guys. My name is Damon Michael Borja. I am the social media editor and also broadcast reporter for PNC.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeanette Sampson. I'm 26 years old. My beats are usually lifestyle. Lately it's been tourism.
My name is Kimara Santana. I am a reporter at PNC and I am 24 years old.
A fun fact about me would be that when I was growing up, one of my dream jobs was to work for NASA as an aerospace engineer, but obviously I'm not that good at math anymore, but I would still love to work for NASA, so.
I love playing the alto saxophone. Most people don't know that I love playing the alto saxophone. I just love playing music or singing songs.
So this is not a fun fact, but it is a fact about me. I am from another territory of the US. I come from Puerto Rico and my main language is Spanish.
Fun fact about me is that I personally am a numbers person. I'm a geek, I'm a nerd. I love doing research, sitting behind a computer and just trying to learn new things because it's so much fun to increase the knowledge that I have as a person.
Fun fact, I'm taller on camera than I appear in real life.
My main hobby is singing. I love to sing and I also love to songwrite. So I love songwriting. It really coincides with my passion for writing and telling stories. It's who I am at the core of my being. I really do enjoy storytelling.
I love playing tennis. I haven't been playing tennis as much as I would like to.
So I am a drone pilot, basic drone pilot, beginning, aspiring videographer.
Some of my hobbies include art. I like painting, printmaking, drawing, any form of medium. I like doing makeup. I do it on the side if I'm not working here, reporting the news for you guys. I like to do nails and hair.
My hobbies really is to go shopping and I love to dance. I'm a dancer, but I haven't danced in a while, so I'm a little rusty.
I was also an entrepreneur. I also dabble in cooking. I've also dabbled in dancing and other performing arts.
So one of my most favorite hobbies is baking. I love making sweets and just doing something that I know I will enjoy. I started gardening a little bit. Before this, I didn't know how to keep any other plants alive. So I'm still learning, but it's something that I actually enjoy doing a lot.
What I find most enjoyable about this job is meeting new people every day and that no day is the same.
And there's so much that I get to do with this job because it's a communications job. You get to talk to people. Who doesn't like talking to people? Maybe people that don't like talking to people, but I like to talk to people. So it's always fun to getting to meet new people and also learn new things.
The thing that I find the most enjoyable about my job is actually having a small part in telling someone else's story. The thing that I find the most rewarding is somebody who doesn't even recognize the beautiful things that they do, having like a tiny hand at sharing their story with the rest of our community.
One of the things I find most enjoyable about my job is the fact that I'm not stuck in an office for a full day. It's actually really dynamic, and I can go out to cover a story, or I can stay in the office depending on the story I get for the day. So you really never know what you're going to do. Every day is different, and that kind of daily work is actually something that keeps me up and I really enjoy.
I just love writing. I also love telling stories, and that's essentially what news is. I love writing, and I share it to the public.
I like meeting new people. I like writing. I like reporting the news, being a voice for the people and giving them the latest updates. I also love my colleagues. Shout out to you all.
I'm sure that everyone has the same answer for this one, but it's always trying to do something new and learn something new every single day. Because I feel like with doing something new, it helps you open up your options to other things you may be interested in the future.
To be very transparent, the job that we do is extremely anxiety-provoking. Most especially, speaking for myself, I anchor every night live, and I really do struggle with anxiety. For those of you who might not know, whenever I'm sitting on that desk, I can hear my heartbeat in my ears. My heart is beating out of my chest, and I really do struggle with anxiety. So that's something for me that I'm still trying to navigate through. But a huge thing that I've learned, and something that's really helpful that I hope to share with all of you watching out there, is naming 5 things you can taste, 5 things you can see, 5 things you can hear, 5 things you can smell, just something to ground you. It's a grounding exercise that I really want to impart with you all. But on top of that, prioritizing my physical health goes along with prioritizing my mental health. I like to really get outside and enjoy nature, spend time with people who I love, people that don't really immerse themselves in the world of media. I really like to ground myself with people who are in the moment and who are present.
Well, on top of this job, I have another job, and I'm also a student at EOG. So my thing that I do to make sure I'm sane is making sure I have time for myself, whether that be hanging out with other people, my friends, watching TV or watching movies, or shopping, because I love my clothes. So I make sure I just have time for myself, whether it be an hour, a whole day, just whatever time I can get for myself.
Every morning I usually go to the gym for about an hour, maybe 40 minutes, depending on how lazy I get. But I like to spend some time in the gym, get a quick pump before I go to work. And then when it comes to like more mental health stuff, I like to spend time with, of course, my girlfriend and also family members. And I also like to just go home, relax, play some games, watch some YouTube, Netflix.
Well, most days I try to go to the gym after work, pumping the iron. Then on the days that I'm off, I usually read, take time reading or play video games to get my mind off of work.
So I like to journal. I like to meditate, treat myself, sleep, do things that I like art or doing my nails. Just hobbies that I like to do, I feel that would relieve stress.
One of the things that helps me deal with my anxiety after work is actually, now that I'm living really close by to the beach, I get the opportunity after I come out of work to see the sunset every day. So whenever I arrive home, I go to my backyard and I just stare at the sea and at the sunset, and that really just relieves all of the pressure that I could have gotten throughout the day.
When I get out of the newsroom, I tend to enjoy myself. For those of you who may have not watched the first episode of Life in Balance, I ride my bike, and I also take time to enjoy my hobbies throughout the day or week as well.
Up next, follow one of the PNC reporters on their shoots and learn how they write, voice, and prepare their stories for the broadcast.
Buenas and Hafa Day, everyone, and my name is Damon Michael from PNC, and as you guys know, I cover the education beat here at PNC, and so what we're going to be doing is, due to a lot of recent videos of bullying being spread around social media, we're going to be taking a small trip to the GDOE headquarters to talk to Deputy Superintendent Erica Cruz on how GDOE operates and deals with procedures in terms of bullying. It looks like we're going to be taking the Tizan Road about 30 minutes, a 30-minute drive. And then from there, we'll be hitting the headquarters where Erica Cruz is inviting us to her office. And this will be like actually my first live interview with Erica Cruz in her office. Because usually we do Zoom meetings due to the fact that GDO is just a very, very busy beat.
But I am following around Damon today, taking a little more behind the scene role. Behind me is Mr. John Duenas. He is a photog at the Pacific News Center. He will be the main photog for Damon's story today. Part of the job here at PNC really is to multitask. You know, while you're working on one story like today, I assigned the reporters 2 stories, one that will air tonight and another for tomorrow. So they are setting themselves up for success. That's a term that we like to use here at PNC, and on top of our motto, which is, how does this story affect the people of Guam and the region?
So the thought process of at least this story in particular, a majority of the GDOE schools covers a lot of our students here on Guam, and bullying is a big thing. It's always been a thing for years, generations, centuries. But now even with how quickly social media spreads information, we can see how much bullying actually does happen. So in recent events, Simon Sanchez had a bullying incident where 2 students took it off campus and one ended up getting beaten up a little bit and hurt. And this prompted me to think, what does GDOE think? What does GDOE do? How do they operate, and how do they think when it comes to these situations? Because sometimes parents don't really parents don't really necessarily know what goes on in their children's lives, especially when they're not at home. So when parents get information, it's usually from the news. They don't really necessarily get it from the word of mouth from their kids. So when we provide this information of bullying, when we showcase bullying and how the procedures of GDOE is done, maybe the parents can feel a lot safer for their child at home or outside of home, which is at the school campuses. How often does bullying occur, or how often does it at least get reported for GDOE?
Last school year, we had a total of 45. The most was in the middle school with 24, and then elementary we had 17 reported bullying, and then 4 in the high school. And then this school year, obviously we just started in August, so we have a total of 7. And so this is a compilation of bullying, cyberbullying, and harassment.
Okay, awesome. That basically ends the interview. I do appreciate your time here.
Oh, no worries. So this is, you can have this
Cookies.
if you need to.
Look at it and reference it. Awesome. I do appreciate this. This helps a lot.
No problem.
We are here at the GDOE headquarters where we spoke to Deputy Superintendent Erica Cruz on GDOE's operations and procedures when it comes to bullying. Reporting for the Pacific News Center, I'm Damon Michael.
Hi, I'm Jeanette Sampson. I'm a reporter for the Pacific News Center. My story today is updates on the SNP clinic. I'm pre-wedding right now. In about 60 minutes, I'm about to leave for an interview with the director of GAIN. The SNP Clinic is short for Spay and Neuter Island Pets, which is an affordable way to get your cat or dog spayed and neutered. I think stray animals are a big issue on the island because if it's not alleviated, then there will just be more and more cats and dogs, and it'll be harder to control the population. And I don't think a lot of people know that the SNP Clinic is available and it's affordable. So I think this is a good story for people to know.
Can you tell us some updates with the SNP Clinic?
Yeah, so the clinic's been going really great. Once the Taiwan visiting vets left island, our clinic, everything kind of moved back up to the shelter, and we're now open 4 days a week to the public, Monday through Thursday. And we actually just completed our 1,000th surgery within the last 2 days. So that was really exciting. And it's the 1,000th surgery for this cohort of the clinic. Since the clinic opened in 2017, there's been, I think, a little over 3,000, but obviously we didn't have as much vet presence back then as we do now, so we've been able to move much faster, which has been great. It's a really good morale boost for the shelter and clinic staff, and we love being able to announce that to the public, and we're seeing lots of people come in. A lot of people are scheduling their pets, so it's been great. It's been great to see the turnout. On the shelter side, we're also always looking for fosters, volunteers, all that good stuff. We are still open for adoptions and all that good stuff, so just give us a call or find us on social media and let us know if you have any questions.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You can hold it if they allow it.
You're okay. How are you doing today? Just had a surgery? Reporting for the Pacific News Center, I'm Jeanette Sampson, and this is Charlie, who's a successful participant of the program.
After the break, you'll have a front row seat to the inner workings of PNC's daily broadcast. After returning from the shoot, if the reporter did not pre-write their story, they will begin the writing process immediately after, while the information is still fresh. To aid in the writing process, the photog will place the interview footage in the reporter's folder for reference and for the reporter to include for the sound on tape, or what we call the SOT. After the reporter is finished writing, they input the story into the rundown for final approval. After gaining approval from the news director, the reporter gives one copy of their story to an editor and heads to the recording room to voice over their story. The reporter is also to give B-roll suggestions to the editors to coincide with their story. Finally, once the reporter voices their story, the editor follows the reporter's script and completes the video for the broadcast, rendering it into the TriCaster for the live broadcast once completed. As the live broadcast starts at 5:30, the anchors, who are also reporters, must be conscious of time management. Before the live broadcast, we will review the entire show and make any necessary adjustments. Then, at least 15 minutes before the broadcast starts, the anchors will go through the broadcast, reading from the teleprompter from start to finish to ensure a smooth live show. During this time, anchors are to mic themselves up and ensure that their earpiece is on and working, as it is the direct line of communication to the technical director.
PNC News First, broadcasting live in high definition from Tumon, Guam, on KEQI and KTGM, and on KPPI on Saipan. Here is your PNC News team.
Hafa and happy Friday. You're watching PNC's News First. I'm Devin Alicia.
And I'm Destiny Cruz, and thanks for tuning in. Topping our newscast tonight, the lack of specialty doctors and practitioners on island is a cause for concern. With only 7 obstetrician gynecology specialists on the island, Dr. Hoa Nguyen of the American Medical Clinic says the island is in deep trouble.
The order of the broadcast is generally as follows. A block includes the most pressing stories, followed by the B block, which often, but not always, includes more feel-good and community stories.
Hafa Adai sports fans, Leo Payumo, your Guam sports guy, back with you.
Following both blocks, PNC segments including sports and weather will play.
Hello everyone, with you through sunny days and stormy nights, I'm Althea Ayman and this is your daily weather update.
Sometimes followed by a Before We Go segment, and finally, the closer.
Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful weekend.
Stay safe, adjust.
And there you have it, a condensed version of our routine at the Pacific News Center. I hope you all enjoyed spending a day in the life with us here at PNC. We'll catch you in the next episode of Life in Balance. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Ew, Ken's gonna use that one.
Flex. Ah! And then...
Please don't use that one. Okay. That's it. Thank you.
And he's like, I'm not rolling.